Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to add Elementor form response in Google Sheets. So I am an owner of a business and I'm collecting my customers' data with the help of Elementor. So my objective is that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done by any of my customers using Elementor, automatically I want to add the details of the form response in my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between Elementor and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect runs on two concepts, that is trigger and action. In this process, my trigger application is going to be Elementor and my action application is going to be Google Sheets. So if you want to learn how to do this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to add Elementor form submissions in Google Sheets. So I am an owner of a business and I collect my customers' data with the help of the form that I've created with the help of Elementor. So my objective is that as soon as any of my customers are going to fill the form that I've created with the help of Elementor, automatically I want to create a record of that form submission in my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between Elementor and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. On the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Add Elementor Form Response in Google Sheets. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Okay. Next over here, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account. And if you want to create your own folder, you have to click on this plus button right over here, and from these folders I will be selecting a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down arrow. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select Elementor Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, we're going to click on create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Add Elementor Form Response in Google Sheets, and there are two windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our trigger step, and for the trigger application over here, we are going to select it as Elementor. So we're going to select our trigger application as Elementor, and for the trigger event as new form submission. After that, over here you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Firstly, why we are selecting a trigger application as Elementor, the trigger event as new form submission, as our objective is that whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Elementor, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. And for connecting Elementor to Pabbly Connect has provided us with a unique webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to connect Elementor to Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this URL from here. Then over in the help desk, you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with few steps which we have to follow in order to connect Elementor to Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. For that, open the form that you have created with the help of Elementor. As you can see that this is the form that I've created with the help of Elementor, as you can see right over here. And now we are going to connect this form over here with Pabbly Connect. For that, over here on the left side of our screen, you can see over here there are multiple options provided to us, and from that over here it says over here says webhook. We are going to click on it. After click on webhook, over here it is asking for a webhook URL. Over here we're going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. Okay, after pasting the webhook URL, over here it says update. We're going to click on it. As the update is successful right over here, I'm going to go to the edit page of this form right over here. So this is the edit page right over here, and over here it says update again. We're going to click on update right over here. Over here it says the page is updated right over here. So this means that we successfully updated the page and successfully added a webhook to this form right over here. So if I'm going to take you back to my workflow right over here, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we are going to do is we're going to do a test submission of the form that we have created with the help of Elementor, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of that test submission or not. For that, I'm going to open my form that I've created. So this is the form that I've created. This is the edit page of the form that I've created, and this is the link of the form right over here. So I'm going to open this link in a new tab right over here. As you can see that this is the form that I've created with the help of Elementor right over here, and now we're going to do a test submission by filling the details this form is asking for. Firstly, it is asking for the first name. So the first name over here, I'm going to write it as Smart. Then for the last name over here, I'm going to write it as Dummy. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as smartdummy@pabblytuts.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After that, I'm going to click on send to do a test submission. Over here it says your submission was successful. So now I'm going to open my workflow that I've created in my Pabbly Connect account, and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the form submission that we have done right now or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow. I'm going to scroll down, and yes, as you can see right away, a response is captured in our Pabbly Connect. To tally the response for the first name as Smart, last name as Dummy, for the phone number, dummy mobile number, email as smartdummy@pabblytuts.com. So this means that we successfully connected Elementor to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, our objective is that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done in our Elementor, automatically I want to add the details of the form submission in my Google Sheets. So now we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application over here, we are going to take it as Google Sheets. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, and for the action event, I'm going to select it as add new row. And then I'm going to click on connect. In order to connect Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect, a new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection. But if you want, you can select the existing connection. After that, click on sign in with Google. Then a new window is going to appear which is asking for a permission. I'm going to click on allow, as the save process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on allow right over here. As you can see that we successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing over here, it is asking for us to select a spreadsheet. So I've created a spreadsheet in the name of Elementor form submissions details, and I want that whenever a new form submission is going to be done, automatically the details of the form submission should be added in the spreadsheet right over here. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as Elementor form submissions details. Next over here, it is asking for us to select a sheet. So I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1, as you can see right over here. For the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Okay. Next, it is asking for the first name, last name, email, and the phone number. So I've created 4 fields in my spreadsheet right over here. That is first name, last name, email, and the phone number. And I want that whenever a new form submission is going to be done with the help of Elementor, automatically the details of the form submission should be transferred under these 4 fields right over here. So what I'm going to do is, for the fields right over here, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow right over here. And how we're going to do that? As soon as we're going to click on this field right over here, it says Elementor new form submission. So this was the previous step of this automation workflow, as you can see. If I'm going to click on this arrow, this was the response that was captured in a previous step. Firstly, it is asking for the first name. I'm going to map the data for the first name right over here. As I map the data, what happens is the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in a previous step, automatically in place of this mapped data, the new data is going to be updated. Next over here, it is asking for the last name. So I'm going to map the data of the last name. Next over here, it is asking for the email. I'm going to map the data for the email. And lastly, for the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As soon as you get to do that, over here response is going to be received, and the response that we have received is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created, and we're going to check whether the record is created of the form response that we have received with the help of Elementor in our spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to open my spreadsheet, and yes, as you can see right over here, the response of our form submission is successfully added in our Google Sheets. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Elementor and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now, what we have done, I am an owner of a business and I collect the data of my customers with the help of Elementor. So my objective is that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done by any of my customers using Elementor forms, automatically I want to add the data of the form response in my Google Sheets. For that, what we have done is we've simply created this amazing automation between Elementor and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how we create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.